Hey gamers, welcome back to the second and final part of the trophy cleanup for Uncharted 3. This is the point where I finally get my platinum trophy in this game, but I'm going to be showing off a couple of sections where I think you can get some trophies. So this one is, I believe it's chapter 4, maybe 4 or 5, but the London Underground. Once you find the map that you're looking for, this is really the first big combat section. There are 2 trophies you can get here, and in fact there's 3 if you really take your time with it, but the first one is combat leapfrog, which you see me doing here. Basically, you want to kill an enemy with your gun and then find the next enemy and melee them. And this is probably the easiest section to do it in because you don't have enemies that can kind of one-shot you. You know, they don't have any major weapons that can do that, so this is the easiest section I think to do it in. This is also the easiest section to get the other trophy, which is getting 30 consecutive kills with your sidearm. And the reason I say that is because, again, you focus heavily on your sidearm in this first section, and so do most of the enemies. They have sidearms, so I think you can knock out both of those trophies in this section. But I do the combat leapfrog and I get it in this section. Then I restart the chapter and then I go ahead and do the sidearm combat trophy, and I knock both of those out. So you see me just restarting the checkpoint, and then if you restart the checkpoint, you can kind of just redo it and kill those enemies. Now I think I get a little far ahead, but that still works out in the end. And yeah, eventually I do end up getting the trophy for this. And also, if you want to, you can kind of farm this chapter out as well for the survivor trophy, where you get 75 kills. Now, I accomplished that I believe for me it was chapter 6 with the chateau. That's where I get it done, and I'll show the point where I get the trophy. But I mean, that one's a pretty straightforward one. There's not really much of a guide. It's just set it on easy, go through the game as far as you can until you get the trophy to pop. But yeah, there's pretty much that. Now this next section, which is the fort in Syria. So if you remember, this is the first time you get the Dragon Sniper, and there are 2 trophies I think you can farm here. The first is to get the 30 kills with the Dragon Sniper, but the second is also to get the trophy for the Reload Master, where you kill 75 enemies without reloading, without passively reloading your weapon. I think this is the easiest section because a lot of weapons, they either have low ammo counts and it's easy for you to auto reload the gun when you don't intend to, or they might have automatic fires, and so you can waste a lot of bullets in enemies before you realize that you auto reloaded. So for me, if you go to that section, kill 4 enemies with the sniper, and then you reload the chapter or reload the checkpoint, you can just do that over and over and over again, and that's where I end up getting the Reload Master trophy. Now, the next 2 trophies that I show here are for Landshark and then the 30 kills with the RPG. The RPG can be a tough weapon to find, but this is the best section where you're going to find the RPG. And there's going to be several areas where you can refill on ammo for that and just restart the checkpoint. I kind of show off this section real quick just to show that if you want to kill the guys, and basically what you're trying to do is trigger the second part of this fight. You see me picking up the RPG here, but you want to kill the first set of enemies and trigger the fight, and then once you trigger the fight, that's when you're going to use the RPG, because you want to basically kill 3 to 4 enemies, or as many enemies as you can with the RPG, and then reload the checkpoint, and you want to be as close to it as possible. So if you don't kill the enemies on this first section, when you restart the checkpoint, you're going to go all the way back to the beginning. But if you kill the enemies on the first section and then restart the checkpoint, you're able to basically get closer to the RPG and farm it out. But in that area that I showed you, there was an RPG there, and I think that had 1 bullet, but there's could have more. But either way, that's 1, and we'll try and show you the second section where you can get the other RPG. But basically, this is an area where you can get the RPG kill. And then obviously, since you see that there's water here, you can also get the Landshark trophy where you kill 10 enemies from the water. That's pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to bring it up to say you can farm enemies here for the Landshark trophy as well. So I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, after this, I think this was all the trophies I had. Then the last one was just the photo bomb, so exploring photo mode. So I show kind of the trophy pop for me getting the platinum, which is one of my favorites because it's him in the desert, kind of with the big wide angle shot, or the pan out shot. Was one of my favorites. But yeah, thank you so much for watching these videos, guys. I had a lot of fun making these. It was really nice to explore this game. I think getting the platinum trophy, I really enjoyed this game much more this time around than my first time. playing it back when it was on the PS3. I think it's held up much better than I give it credit for. And I think it is a really, really fantastic game, and I had a lot of fun getting the platinum for this. So I also just wanted to show that if you drop down here, this is where you can get the other RPG, pick up the ammo for it, and now you can go ahead and kill enemies with it. Although I struggle with that part of it, but yeah, basically I want to show that you can do that. Yeah, anyway, guys, I'll just show all the trophies that I get. Thanks again for watching all my videos. Any comments you can leave, I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to the next series that I get to platinum from start to finish. Yeah, and as always, guys, stay beautiful. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.